What's up, everybody? It's Paul here. Welcome back to another episode of us trying to collect some stuff. So this is the skill point guide. Right there, you're gonna have to take out a few ships. It'll be on screen, but to get that skill point, you're gonna have to take out a few with the Devastator, and then right after that, we're gonna be heading to Metropolis. This is all in planet order, so don't worry, guys. And you want to take the Visibomb, and you're gonna look for this blimp flying up in the sky. It should be right here, and we're gonna take this out. I think I missed. But this takes place after the Gold Bolt guide, so I suggest you guys look at that first, because that shows how I got some of the weapons and stuff. And yeah, there's the skill point. And turn around and shoot this cork type of statue thing, and then you'll get another skill point for that. Now, what you want to do is head on this taxi towards Al's shop. Not too far from here. We're going to try to get to one of the highest points in this map, and you're going to take up this elevator. And it's actually on the elevator a few meters over there. I was searching for it here, and this is actually the first time I ever did this, guys. I actually never ever collected all the skill points in this game, and never collected the Rhino in this game. And yeah, there was no platinums in the PS2, so I could never go for that. So you're gonna jump over here straight towards Al's statue. This is where his building is. We just went all the way to the highest point to get down here, and you want to go right between his crotch. I believe that's where you have to go. And a skill point, strike a pose. That's the name of it. I remember that one completely. Anyway, heading to the next planet. We're gonna get a trophy for every single skill point. So we're gonna take out some more of these aircrafts. The amount should be on the video. If not, it'll be in the description. And I think it was 5 of these. I'm not sure. 5 or 10 is usually the average amount, because a lot of these skill points got a bit repetitive. There's only 30, but don't even worry about that. It still took me the entire day. Now, head over here to where this room is, and you want to get around this room without touching the floor or anything. So, without touching anything besides the the swing shot, that's what you have to do. And in this area, we're gonna have to shoot down about 10 of these lumberjack robots. Not too hard, but it's still kind of annoying with these trees. And there you go. I'm just going through this because it's not really that hard. Now we have to take out this alien queen with just the wrench. So you want to switch to your swing shot. This way you don't hold the circle button by accident and accidentally shoot it, because if you shoot it even once, it will not count. And if you shoot any of these guys and accidentally shoot it, it won't count. You can shoot these guys, but it won't count if you shoot her by accident. And then you take out all these guys pretty much with a wrench. It's actually quite an easy battle, because once you're all up in the queen's grill, it's just gonna miss you with every attack. Watch this. I'm gonna take it head on right now. Well, like, sorta. And just pretty much pile drive it on the left and right side. It does quite a bit of damage with the wrench, even though in this game we didn't get any wrench upgrades. That's pretty sad. Take out its minions. I think they're 3 hits each. And yeah, hopefully this is uploaded before the finale's up. I'm trying to make sure that these get up early. And this is all post-commentary, guys. I did the finale live, but I had to edit this entire thing together. And there we go, skill point. Now, next area. We head near the Rhino Salesman. We actually did this earlier. That's why I have so many bolts. You want to get next to this tank. And I practiced on these guys. And try to duck until you get underneath this smoke. It's trying to push you off, but if you can, get around it and then go underneath it and duck, and you'll turn it into a chicken. And that's exactly what we have to do. See that? You can even shoot while ducking. There you go, skill point. Next one is, I believe it's in the race. We have to complete the race within, I believe, wait, that's the next one. We have to do the skidmic marks. Now you're gonna have to push the L1, the R1, and the L2 and L1 buttons. Yeah, all the top buttons in one trick. So that's 4 buttons in one. Now, right after that, you're gonna have to complete this race in 1 minute and 35 seconds. So you might want to practice and keep all of your turns really, really tight and close to the edge, and also try not to miss any turbos. I don't even think you can afford to do that. I barely did this one. This one is the hardest one in the game. It took me hours, and yeah, it was a pain. I beat it by 0.2 of a second. So there you go, guys. There you go. That was a really tough one. And yeah, see my rage. Now this one, I could have done with the Pyrocitor and made it actually useful. All you have to do is just go around these railings without getting hit, and you can hold out the Pyrocitor for the most part and take out any of these mines that you see. But I actually did it without using the Pyrocitor. I just either jumped over it or I used my wrench to destroy it. So that's what you guys can do. It's not even that hard. I did it on the first try, which was pretty good. While some of these other skill points I actually had to go back for because they were so difficult, and the guides that I saw on the internet some of them helped me, and then there was ones that I read and they were just terrible when it came to reading. The directions just completely sucked. And then here we go. This is actually a pretty long railing, and I believe, yeah, we have to jump over here. I haven't done post commentary since like Call of Duty days, so forgive me if I'm a bit rusty. It's actually a weird feeling, because usually when I'm doing live comments, it's not really this hard to think of things to keep the video going. It's actually not that hard. It's actually more fun live commentary. And here should be the end. Jumping over this, and there's a skill play. I liked how they were really non-delayed. Now this is back from the Let's Play itself. I accidentally shot one of these little ships in the background. You can see it crashing there. So that was straight from the Let's Play. That was done by accident. If you guys remember, that was episode 11. Now what you want to do here, this was actually cut, because I did this one last, and I actually had to show you guys because this is Planet Order. You want to equip the Sonic Summoner. Now what you have to do is take this little guy from back here, it's actually near the start behind one of these buildings, and take out all 4 tanks with the Sonic Summoner Sand Shark. You don't have to use it all in one Sand Shark. I actually tried doing it all in one, and I thought I had to, that's why I kept failing at it. But you can go back and summon more, and you have to take out this one. It's a little bit further down, and there's another 2 in the city. So once this one disappears, you go to these 2 in the city. This one is actually weakened, but there's 2 that's supposed to be here. And you want to take out every enemy so that way they don't get shot. I mean, this one doesn't get shot, so there's the trophy right there. Eat lead. Now, back on this area. This one was back from when we did the gold bolts. We actually had to take out a bunch of ships. You see that one right there? The things that are holding them into dock and place are like the anchors. There are 10 of them total, but I believe I took out 6 just to reach the gold bolt. So what you do is just finish off all of them that you see, and they leave rubble in the lava, so you don't have to worry about the other ones. They don't respawn. And I actually got the last one. It actually saved my life, if I can remember that. Or I did it right before I died, somewhat. Something like that. But yeah, guys, this has actually been a really good run of this game. This is done after I beat the game. This commentary right here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a rating. I can't thank you guys enough for what you guys did for me in episode 17. I said that if I get 100 likes, I'll upload the next one, but there was going to be a delay. I even said that, but you guys just went and gave me 200 likes, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are... Everyone that watches my videos is just a beast. Just a complete biblical beast. Now, I was looking around for this one. This is why I don't like guides that are kind of slow. I always fast forward it just a little bit, because whenever you see a guide that's slow for me, I just don't like it at all. It's always like the person that's doing it is lost and they're trying to help you when they're already lost. For the most part, that's how guides are done by people. For me, I just like showing you guys exactly what it did without having to pace back and forth and jumping right into it. And I think this was the last one over here. I think so. I jumped over here, shot it, and then I think I fell over here. Yep. I tried to jump up here, but I failed. And after getting back up here, I got the skill point. If I fell in the lava one more time, that would have been it. That would have been it. Blah. Now you want to take out these cargo ships using the turrets. I believe you only have to shoot down 5, and there's 2 turrets. So if you don't find any more of these ships up here, you can always switch to this other turret that's over here. If you guys watch the Let's Play, you guys have already seen this. That's why I don't want to show you guys this stuff again. It's going to be boring. And we can just jump all the way back to the ship. And I locked the sketchbook right there. So that's about 15 skill points right there. Now, heading to this Gadgetron vendor to the left side, on Planet Orexon. We're going to have to head to the right side in a second, but you want to head to the left and just run across everything here. These guys are annoying as hell. You want to run across everything here, and there's going to be a pipe right here to your right. So you want to take out these crabs because they're pretty buff. I tried taking them out with the wrench, didn't work last time, and I died. Shoot through this pipe and hit that blue thingy right there. It's kind of bluish white, and you'll take him out. Skill point for that. You get sniper. Now you gotta head to the other path of the Gadgetron thing until you find a force field. Use the taunter, pull them towards the thing, and they'll die pretty much. And then there you go. Hey, over here. Nice trophy. Alright, for the next one, you want to head to Pokitaru, and from your ship you can shoot down a few of these saucers. I think there's only 3 of them. You have to take out 3 saucers. Using the Visibomb or the Devastator is probably the best thing you can do. And then right after this, all you have to do is jump into the water and hit every single TNT you see. Those are the only type of boxes down here besides one Gadgetron ammo crate. So make sure you hit every single one of these TNTs. That is the challenge. And they're not going to be on the outskirts. They're not going to be too far out. They're all going to be pretty much within this range. They're going to be tucked into some corners. Not this part right here. Anything that leads outwards, don't go there. It's going to be tucked in somewhere around here. And I eventually found it right there. There's the skill point. There's no boxes that you have to actually smash with your wrench, and yeah. Next area, we're gonna take out these helicopters. I think there was 10 of them we have to take out, and I just started spamming the Devastator. There we go. Now you want to take out these ankle biters. That's the name of this enemy, and we have to clean all of them out from back here, I believe, and from the front of that ship, I guess. And once you clear them all out, I used the Rhino and everything I had pretty much. Took them all out. Skill point. Now for this next one, we just have to take out all of these ships around Cork's area. Sorry guys, I was stretching. And yeah, this is actually not that hard until I realized that I couldn't find the last one. Cutting ahead. Okay, so we eventually have to head through the entire fortress, past these turrets, and then when you get to this part where you're on the ceiling, take out every enemy in the room, and it's actually hanging there on the ceiling, which is kind of dumb. I don't understand why they hit it all the way here. That was really hard. Anyway, heading to the next area. We're going to be heading to, or was it the outskirts? Well, this is actually not even the orbit. You want to take out these ships that fly by, and there you go, there's one. I believe you only have to take out 3 to 5. I don't even think it was something high like 10, but there they are. And they actually fly pretty slow, and I think I missed this one. But this area actually had some pretty hard stuff to do. You gotta also, yeah, there you go, skill point for that, and we gotta take out every one of these lights. So there aren't too many. I thought I had to scan the entire area, which is what I did. You just have to take out these, and then head down here. You can actually use the Visibomb to take out some of them for you. Over here, there's 4 of them, without having to do too much complex stuff. And then you're gonna take out the blaster, take out these guys. Head down a little bit further. I believe there's 2 more up here, and then there were 4 on your left. Take out this, and Visibomb both of these, and then there you go. Skill point, really easy, and I got really excited. I was like, yeah! Now, for the next area, this is back at the Gadgetron base area. You can use the Porositor, just make sure you don't get hit at all while trying to traverse this grind rail. Very, very easy, in my opinion. All you have to do is memorize the tracks of the trains that are about to attack you. That's not really that hard at all. And then done. This took me 1 try. Also, for this one, we have to score 4,500 on the scoreboard, which is at the bottom right there above the time, and it's really not that hard. You can always just do regular attacks or regular moves for that as you're moving, and with more moves you get more turbo, and just spamming the buttons at the top, like different buttons in the move, will get you a ton of points. But I did the skid McMarks like 3 times during this. The skid McMarks, remember, that's every single button, L1, R1, R2, and L2, and there you go. I got the skill point right there. Now, next area, we're gonna have to take out every single one of these enemies. I remember this one, and you're gonna scan every room on this base. Just take out every enemy down this path. Very easy, because it's only one path pretty much. It was through the teleporter when you start the area, and I think I just used the Rhino to take out everything. That was pretty beast. I love the Rhino. It's a beast gun and made everything super easy. Took out all these guys. Look at that. The whole room was just filled with bolts in a second. Take out these guys. This gun is just a badass to the max. And there we go, skill point. Now the next one is through the water path. If you get hit at all, you can't go through this, so you're gonna kill yourself if you get hit. Swim through the rings and all that stuff. Try to not get hit at all. Actually, do not get hit at all if you want this skill point. Do all of that and you should be good. Skill point as soon as you exit. That's the electrified water path. There's only 2 paths in this area. Now, for the final one, it's take out 10 of these elite guards. In the finale, I showed you guys this. If it's not up yet, it'll be up in a second. I tried to do as much as I can to not spoil it. If you die and you have to go through this again, it still counts. 10 of these warriors will still count. So if you did 7 and then you died, do another 3 and you're good. That's what happened to me. That's why I restarted it. And yeah. Now, I loved the fact that once you get the final skill point, the name of it is called Going Commando, which is what the name of the second game is in America, and I actually talked about this in the Let's Play, so if you guys haven't seen this, go check it out right now. And it was really easy to wrench these guys, so all you do is kill them with the wrench. Anyway guys, this has been Paul, and this has been my skill point guide and Going Commando. Peace.